All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging. The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
Gaming with Mahir official said, "Hey guys, welcome to the stream."
Hey guys, it's me, Gaming with Mahir.
Gaming
Today
with
I'm back
Mahir
with another
official
stream.
said, "Hope you enjoy it."
Today I'm gonna be doing character quest, and sorry for not uploading yesterday. I was just too tired and stuff, and my sickness is such a pain in the ass. So yeah, I also forgot to do the commissions, so I will only have one character key and probably have to wait 2 days to get another key and go on with the next quest. So yeah, sorry about that. Now let's get into the story. Hope you all really enjoy the stream and let's have some fun. And I don't know what to say today because my brain dead zombie right now. I have no idea why. Also, let's do event first. The event, then I will go to the story. First, let me do this, then I'll go to the story.
Nightbot said, "Please join my Discord server, https://discord.gg/jpffsxdmk8.
I think Farina should not have much problem doing Hyper Bloom, I guess. Also, she's the first sword user who's left-handed. That is very interesting.
Strike a pose!
A bitter pill to swallow.
decree! Our bond is strong! Midnight Phantasmagoria! I summon the doctor will see you now.
Well, that wasn't much of a thing. Man, I love the door animation.
What you got?
Shower me with
Mind the side effects. Come again.
I'll settle this!
A bitter pill to swallow.
You need to hurry up.
Not my glasses.
Said. Please donate me, it helps me out a lot. https://www.roblox.com/game/95149243553/cars #store.
You are not welcome here.
Mind the side effect.
Stand with me!
No rest for the wicked.
Lightning Shadowfire!
Today. You want this? Take my
The doctor will see you this way! Just you wait! I'll settle this! Oz, reveal thyself!
Midnight Phantasmagoria. A bitter pill to swallow.
Let my name echo in song!
Seems like an emergency.
The doctor will see you! Lightning Shadowfire! Our bond is strong! Shadow Raven, let night fall! Time to shine!
Remember, health comes first. Mind the side effects.
Out of my way! This Wings of darkness! Come, sever night for... Strike a pose!
A bitter pill to swallow.
I got 87. Wow, didn't even notice. Official did 21k. Wow, that's cool. In my opinion, Sino is like very interesting to play as. Also, he doesn't have any special charge animation. Interesting. Or are those only for like Archons and Adeptis? Also, what in the world is that freaking staff? Looks so weird.
It's my lucky day. There's more! To the very... Surrender! There's more! Finally, let me try my blow.
Grow, grow, grow!
Over!
Committed to memory!
Like this.
This place hurt a little. Stand with me! Rain outlines your fate.
Nowhere to run!
No, my sword!
Surrender!
Committed to memory!
Judgment is upon you.
Said. Hello.
Stay condemned!
Hey Charlie, welcome to the channel. What's up? How you been?
This place hurt a little. This way! Rain outlines your...
Nowhere to run!
Rock.
Grow, grow,
Sit.
grow!
Good.
Body and head. Stand with me!
Surrender!
What in the world is that
Rock.
idle animation?
Said. You played the new update.
Yeah, I have.
Committed to memory!
Oh, I think you're talking about
Body
Fortnite.
strong!
No, I haven't played it
No, my
yet.
sword!
I will try to get on Fortnite soon. But let's see how long it takes. I might stream Fortnite today or tomorrow. Not sure when exactly. So yeah.
This way! Rain cutter! Everyone hold hands! Make yourselves at home! I'll settle this!
Your sins weigh upon your soul!
And I love his ult so much.
Your penance is due! condemned! Their penance is due!
Rock said.
Hey!
No, not Fortnite. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Warzone is out now.
No pump to broke to afford that game.
Out of my way!
Through me, justice is served! He stay condemned! Guilty! He stay condemned! Guilty!
Ring cutter! Sharing my knowledge! This way through!
Surrender! Your sins weigh upon your soul!
124? What the heck?
Nightbot
Wow.
said. Remember to sub to Gaming with Mahir official and like the video, it helps me a lot. Rock said. You missed 2 updates on Fortnite.
Yeah, I know. I have been away from Fortnite for a while. Also, I saw the new seasons is going pretty fast. Every event is happening very fast. Will that be enough for a wish? Sadly, nope. I still need 200 more to get a wish. Let's do the commission. I would have probably got it if I didn't miss the commission yesterday, which I sadly missed.
Rock said. Sub to Gaming with Mahir official with notifications to support Mahir for getting more money for better streams and content.
I'm not gonna get any money, but thanks for that. Thanks for saying that, but yeah, I'm not gonna get money until I have 1k subs and 4k watch hour. So yeah, that's gonna be a long ass grind.
Nightbot said. Please donate me, it helps me out a lot. https://www.roblox.com/game/95149243533/cars
What?
/store.
The event gives me counterpoints? Wow. I didn't know that.
Rock
But I guess
said,
I don't have to do them anymore.
You need 479 more subs for 1k.
Yeah. And also I need watch hour, which also decreases if people stop watching my vids, which is another pain. So yeah, YouTube is basically pain. You'll have to manage it, otherwise your watch hours will go down and you will be kicked off the partner program.
Please join my Discord server.
Thank you for completing today's commissions.
https://discord.gg/jpffsxdmka.
Add Astra.
Rock said. Why don't you put points like a lot of YouTubers?
What do you mean points? I don't know what you're talking about. Man, that stupid folk quest is back again. I thought it was done for good. Anyways, time to go ask Linny for Lynette's hand in marriage,
Do you
lol.
believe that this warning letter was sent by the Phantom Weasel?
Absolutely, I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Phantom Weasel never acts as you expect. He must have faked his own death 10 years ago using a body double. Now that he's back, I'm sure the guards who worked on his case back in the day are in for a headache, but however this turns out in the end, the one thing it won't be is boring.
Couldn't agree more.
Rock
As a journalist, I'm gonna get
said,
a lot of mileage out of this
like
one.
the points currency,
Thank you,
when
sir,
you
for
do
your
something
time.
you gain
Now,
points
who
and
should
you
I
can
interview
gamble for the
next?
top of the leaderboard and put a leaderboard for most hours watched by someone.
I don't know what you're talking about, so yeah. No idea what that point type of thing is.
Nightbot
Perfect timing.
said,
So,
remember
the
to
Phantom
sub to
Weasel's
Gaming with
latest warning
Mahir
letter.
Official and
What are
like
your
the
thoughts?
video, it helps me a lot.
Yeah, this is the first time we're hearing of this one. Could you clue us in?
Huh? Oh, sorry. Yes, this case is from a decade ago. I guess you wouldn't know about it. Well, not to worry. You're in good hands because I'm a professional. The story goes like this.
Yeah, what about
Rock
Twitch?
10
said,
or so years ago, a
You
phantom
know
thief
Twitch.
became active in the court of Fontaine. Known only as the
Rock
Weasel. Nobody knew
said,
his true identity.
they
and the
have
authorities
points in
never managed to
streams.
catch him.
Oh, well, YouTube doesn't have that points thingy. So sadly, I can't integrate the points thingy in. Otherwise, I would have, but yeah, YouTube doesn't have it.
Wow, cool! He sounds like one of those mysterious night burglars that you read about in novels.
Oh, so sorry about my crazy sister in the background. Ignore her, please.
Precisely. Well, except the part where they actually have a good reputation. Our weasel targeted whatever people held dear, and no one was safe from his predations.
Well, I don't know
Rock
how to add that. If you
said,
know how to do it, then
some YouTubers does.
send me.
Rock
Oh, you
said,
mean bots?
when you say points.
Well, I will try to add those bots if there's any.
He would just as soon steal a necklace from a rich merchant's safe as he would a toy doll given to a commoner child for their birthday.
Rock said, yeah. Nightbot said, please donate me, it helps me out a lot. https://www.roblox.com/game/95149243533/cars #store. Rock said, you have Nightbot, there is Streamlabs. Nightbot said, please join my Discord server, https://discord.gg/jpffsxdmk.
Is that the point bot?
Rock said, here it is made from pro tutorials.
Pro tutorials, I don't know what you mean. So I was chatting with my cousin.
Read about in novels rob the rich to pay the poor, but this guy did not discriminate. Unsurprisingly, this didn't work wonders for his public reputation. Every man and his dog wanted to see him behind bars.
Yeesh. So, did they catch him?
Not exactly. There's a good chance that the weasel would still be at large to this day if it hadn't been for an accident 10 years ago. A magician named Caesar fell to his death in a botched high-altitude escape performance. When the police went through his personal effects,
said,
they found a hoard
remember
of
to
stolen
sub to
loot
Gaming
and
with Mahir
gadgets
Official
used for
and like the
criminal
video, it
activities.
helps me a lot.
And that was how the
Rock
Phantom Weasel's identity was
said,
revealed to all.
how to add
Sure
the points
enough,
currency
that's some
on
fun pay went
YouTube
down
stream,
after
search
Caesar's
that up
death.
for video.
But today, 10 years on, the notorious thief has once again issued one of his warning letters and pasted it on the gate of the Opera Epiclese for all to see.
Okay, I will check that out later.
I had to squeeze through the crowd this morning to get a photo as soon as I heard. Here, it's this one.
So, this is the warning letter, huh? Let's see what he wrote. 3 days from now, when evening falls, I shall take from you that which you hold most dear at the Opera House, just as you did to me 10 years ago.
This is, without a doubt, a clear declaration of criminal intent.
Said,
after years of laying low,
please
the
donate
Phantom
me, it
Weasel
helps
is
me out a
back
lot.
with a vengeance.
www.roblox.com/game/95149243535/cars #store.
And I'm going for it.
Uh-oh. If this thief will steal anything that other people value, does that mean even we might be targeted? Really? Oh, let him try! In fact, Hyman's gonna eat all our snacks right now! Let's see what he can do about that!
Okay, the people have spoken. It's clear that the public are very concerned about the Phantom Weasel's reappearance. Let's see, I've got a photo of the letter, my interview notes. Yep, that should be enough to form the skeleton of my article.
Hey,
It does
Lenny.
feel like something is missing, though.
Man, I love his magic tricks.
something exclusive. Who should I interview next? I need someone with a more concrete connection to the weasel. Is that who I think it is?
Lenny!
Magic, magician, Caesar! The Phantom Weasel! That's it! Let's go interview Lenny!
Rock.
You see, the
Said,
original Phantom Thief Caesar
After
was a
stream you
magician
gonna
too.
watch how to set it
What
up.
do Phantom Thieves and magicians have in common? They both have an air of mystery about them. Perhaps there's a connection there.
Are you serious? What
Yeah, I
sort of
will
connection
watch
is
it
that?
later.
Oh, relax! My journalistic instinct tells me that an exclusive news story is beckoning. Let's go! No time for delay!
No way! I'm not guessing.
I'll take a guess. Take a guess.
Wow, Mr. Magician! How did you know which card I picked?
Oh, it's simple. Come closer and I'll let you in on my secret. Magicians have a special skill called telepathy, which means we can read other people's minds.
Really? Then, what am I thinking now?
Well, first you need to relax, because I can see that you're clenching your fist in your mind, as if to say, no, I mustn't let him guess it.
Aww.
And now you're getting a little flustered. You're trying to find a way to empty your mind, to think of nothing at all. But the more you try to hide a secret, the easier it'll come out.
Lenny, don't even think about reading my mind or else you might send me flying.
You snuck out from home today, didn't you? You told your family a little lie so you could come out and play. Now, that's not a good habit.
Nightbot said, please join my Discord server, https://discord.gg/jpffsxdmka.
You can tell? Oh boy, you really can read my mind.
Of course. Oh, and that's the end of my performance. You should really be heading home. Remember to apologize to your family, all right? They must be worried about you.
All right, got it. Bye, Mr. Magician.
Hey, Lenny?
Why, hello. We meet
Stream
again.
Elements
Are you looking
said,
for me? What's the
at
situation?
MaX, the 8-ball says,
why don't you
look
guess,
deep in your
Mr.
heart and you will see the
Telepathic?
answer hugging face.
Oh, please. You didn't believe that spiel, did you? The power of telepathy is quite beyond me.
I'm sure that child would beg to differ. Seemed like you were right on the money.
That was nothing more than a little trickery. I made an educated guess based on his micro-expressions. That, plus the fact that he was the only kid here without his parents, and he looked as guilty as sin. He made it easy for me. You guys, on the other hand... Let me guess. Don't tell me you're here for the Phantom Weasel, are you?
Wow, got it in
Nightbot
one!
said.
Is this more of your
Please
trickery,
donate me, it
Albert?
helps me out a lot.
Wait,
https://www.roblox.com/game/95149243533/cars
His warning letter's been the
slash
talk
store.
of the town, so I figured that maybe
Rock
you were asking around about
said.
that.
Hi Max.
I plan on writing a column
Stream
reporting on the
elements.
latest news about the Phantom
Said.
Weasel.
At Rock, the 8-ball says,
So, Lenny,
I
what are
don't
your
think so
thoughts on this
XD.
infamous thief's reappearance?
To be honest, it makes me angry.
You gotta say something before you use 8-ball, like type 8-ball, then say should I do that or that. That's how you like use it properly.
Angry? Why?
You read his letter, right? The Phantom Weasel
Night,
claims
but
he's planning something in 3
said.
nights' time at the Opera House.
Remember to sub to Gaming
That's
with
the night
Mahir
I'll be
official and
performing
like the
there.
video, it helps me a lot. Stream elements said.
What are
At
the
Rock,
chances?
the 8-ball says, no thinking face.
Wait a minute, you don't think he's after you, do you?
Well, if he is, then his warning is clearly a direct challenge to me personally. And if he's
Rock
not, then
said.
it's still going to be a huge
Should I
headache
jump
for
in
me.
water today?
The mere mention of the Weasel's
Stream
name is enough
elements
to scare people off.
said.
So once the
At
contents
Rock,
of that letter
the
get out,
8-ball
barely
says,
anyone will be
don't
showing
bet
up
on
to
it
watch
face
my
with
show.
tears of joy.
But I've been preparing
Rock
for this for a long time.
said.
I'm not about to let him ruin my big day.
HMMMMK.
This leaves me with only one choice. I have to expose the Phantom Weasel's identity before the show begins.
Rock
Really?
said.
So what you're saying
Should I
is
give money to
we
someone?
might get to see a live duel between
Stream
a famous
elements
magician and an infamous thief?
said.
Wow.
At
This
Rock,
has
the
exclusive
8-ball
written
says,
all over it.
might actually be yes
to be
face
honest,
with monocle.
I'm not sure if I'll emerge the victor. The Phantom Weasel is a notorious crook, infamous for his inscrutable methods.
You're being far too modest, Lenny. I think your magic tricks are even more inscrutable than those of a thief.
Rock said.
Thanks for the compliment,
So maybe.
though I have to say, I don't care much for the comparison. A lot of people liken magicians to thieves because we both have the ability to make things disappear without the person noticing. But there's an important difference that these people overlook. Allow me to demonstrate with a quick magic trick. Here, I have a flower, just an ordinary flower that was picked not long ago. Watch it carefully now. 3,
Rock
2, 1.
said. Hand pink waving, hand pink waving, hand pink waving, hand pink
Don't
waving,
spam
hand pink
emoji,
waving,
my
hand
guy.
pink
It
waving,
kills
hand pink
my
waving,
ear.
Face blue smiling, face blue smiling, face blue
Bruh.
smiling, face blue smiling,
Charlie,
face blue
don't.
smiling, face blue smiling, face blue smiling, face.
Don't spam emoji, my guy, okay? Just don't. Or else I'm gonna have to time you out, man.
That's the question. Where did it go? Therein lies the difference between us. Thieves make precious things disappear, but only magicians make them reappear.
Rock
If I
said.
could now invite you all to check
Okay.
your clothes,
Mod
there
X
might be a surprise in there
said.
somewhere.
Yeah, you play Fortnite with Mahir.
A surprise? Let me see!
Rock said. Sometimes. Rock said. He is never on.
It's right there!
Stream elements
Wow! You haven't moved this
said.
whole time!
At Ma-X, the 8-ball
What an
says,
outstanding
perhaps
trick.
face with tears of joy.
Sorry, Lenny, it seems that my previous praise was woefully inadequate. Clearly, magic is the superior art form to theft.
When I hop on Fortnite, I don't see you online, and when I'm not playing, you're on Fortnite, so
Stream
yeah,
elements
kinda messed up, lol.
said. At Rock, the 8-ball says,
Don't worry,
ask
I
that
didn't
hugging
take
face.
offense. I just wanted to take the opportunity to
Damn, Stream
perhaps
Element.
change some of the preconceived notions you might have about magicians. Since Caesar's
Rock
death, a lot of people
said.
associate magicians with
Streamlabs
criminality.
already hates Mahir.
It can be quite frustrating.
I can imagine. Coming back to your trick just now, might I presume
Rock
that you are well versed in
said.
floral symbolism?
Cause I'm
For
grinding
example,
on
magicians
Rocket
often use
League.
rainbow roses in their flower-related
Ma-X
performances to represent passion
said.
and romantic encounters.
Face with tears of joy.
But you used a Lumidu spell, which, if I'm not mistaken, allude to separations. I'm curious to know if there was any deeper meaning behind this choice.
Impressive knowledge. It's no wonder you're such a successful journalist. But I'm afraid I don't know the first thing about floral symbolism. I'm just in the habit of using Lumidu spells in my magic.
Rock.
It sounds like
Said.
something I should look into.
YT.
I'll buy myself a copy of
Rocket League
Fontaine's
is
Floral
pretty
Language
dead
Facts
here
when
in
I have some
Asia.
time. But it'll have to wait until this Phantom
Stream
Weasel
elements.
business is behind us.
Said. At Rock, the 8
well
ball
noted.
says,
In that
not
case,
M8
this
face
brings
with
us to
tears
the
of
end
joy.
of our interview. I, for one, am looking forward to the final showdown between you and the thief. Please feel free to get in touch to update me on any further developments. Otherwise, I will of course see you at your show in 3 days' time. But let's hope the Phantom Weasel is caught by
Nightbit.
then.
Said.
If there's
Please
nothing
donate
else,
me, it
I'll
helps
be
me
off.
out a lot.
You've given me lots to work with here, and I've got no time to lose if I wanna write that
www.roblox.com/games/951492435/cars#store. Stream elements. Said.
So,
At
Lenny,
Rock,
are you
the
gonna
8
tell us
ball
how you did that
says,
flower trick now?
might actually be yes okay hand. Stream elements. Said.
I'm afraid that's my
At
little
Gaming
secret.
with Mahir official, the 8 ball says, that's a tough one
magicians
XD.
are entitled to their secrets.
Gaming with Mahir official. Said.
Paimon really itching
Loudly
to know
crying
how
face.
it's done. You feel it too, right? So itchy.
Stream elements.
Not so itchy then,
Said.
huh?
At Rock, the
Well,
8 ball
since you're
says,
so
it
concerned,
is so okay
how
hand.
would you like to serve as my temporary
Nightbit.
magician's assistant
Said.
and help me investigate?
Please join my Discord server. https://discord.gg/jpffsxdmk8.
Also, it'll bring us one
Rock.
step closer to figuring out how
Said.
that darn trick is done.
LOL.
Shall we go for it?
Gaming with Mahir official. Said. LOL.
The first thing we need to look into is who Caesar really was. If he truly was the Phantom Weasel, that means that the Weasel is dead, and whoever wrote this warning letter is just a copycat criminal. But if he wasn't the Weasel?
Stream elements.
Well, that'll make things
Said.
more interesting.
At
It
Rock,
would mean that the
the 8
Weasel
ball
lives,
says,
and he's been
yeah,
laying
thinking
low all
face.
this time in some corner of
Rock.
Fontaine.
Wow.
And
Said.
if we're investigating
Nice one.
Caesar,
LOL.
his fiancée Gemma is a good place to start. Word is that she visits the cemetery
Only
often,
because
so
you
I
use
asked Lynette
aimbot.
to wait for her there. We should make a move.
You can't do
Let's go and
anything without a
rendezvous with Lynette.
controller, my guy.
Nightbit. Said. Remember to sub to Gaming with Mahir official and like the video, it helps me a lot.
What is that gift of parting? Is it some kind of gadget? No, it's not. It's
Stream
a
elements.
quest
Said.
item.
At
Nice.
Rock, the 8 ball says, sure face with monocle. Rock. Said. Dumb machine.
Lol. It knows you use aimbot. Everyone knows you use aimbot, man. Hop on a keyboard and you will get absolutely obliterated. Kids who talk trash while being on controller are like kids with wheelchairs. And when you're on PC, you're without a wheelchair and you can't walk properly. It's basically like that. Yeah, are you kidding, man?
Stream
I
elements.
don't even use that.
You
Said.
took your time.
At Rock,
Sorry,
the 8 ball
I
says,
bumped into the
are
Traveler
you
and
kidding?
Charlotte en route, and we
Hugging
ended up
face.
chatting for a while.
Rock.
It's been
Said.
a while, Lynette.
But guess
We're
what?
working as Lenny's temporary assistant
What?
in the investigation of the Phantom Weasel.
Thank you. It's good to have you helping.
Rock.
Marry me, Lynette. She's so cute.
I'm getting a gaming
So, what's the
laptop for
situation?
Christmas.
Have you seen Gemma?
Okay, then I will bully you on it. But I'm pretty sure you're gonna connect your controller to the laptop and act like you're on PC. I mean, on laptop. and using a mouse and keyboard, but pretty sure you're gonna be using a controller instead.
Nope. I've been here a while, and she still hasn't shown up.
How bizarre. Maybe it was bad intel. Well, we won't get anywhere by standing around waiting. Traveler, Paimon, let's go ask around.
A lot of people here today, huh? When did this cemetery get so popular?
Same thoughts here. What's going on?
Stream elements.
Excuse
Said.
me, good sir.
At
Do you
Rock,
by any
the
chance
8
know
ball
a
says.
Gemma?
Doubtful XD.
Gemma? You mean Caesar's fiance? Sure I do. What's this about?
Damn,
Rock.
it knows me.
I'm just
Said.
trying to get a hold of her because I need her
LOL.
help with something. I heard she comes here a lot.
Yeah, she does. Poor thing. It's no secret why either. She's heartsick. Ever since Caesar passed away, she's been coming here once every week to clean his grave. Often she just sits there in front of his headstone, lost in thought. Sometimes she talks to herself. I asked her what she was doing once. She said she wanted to speak to him again. She knows he's gone and can't hear her from the grave, but she just likes to spend time there, telling her fiancé all about how her life is going.
And she's been doing this ever since Caesar passed away? Oh, so 10 years. Wow. Their love must have been really strong.
Girls like this exist in only games because in real
Stream
life,
elements.
girls
Said.
aren't any good anymore.
At Rock,
So yeah.
the 8 ball says. It is so thinking
for 10
face.
years, yeah, I don't think
Night
any
but-
girl will like stay
Said.
like that for 10 years. Instead, she
Please
will go
donate me. It
and
helps
find
me
a
out
new
a lot.
partner already. Lol.
www.roblox.com/games/95149243535/cars
Gemma's the only one who still thinks about him
#store.
after all these years.
Rock.
I don't know if the mind
Said.
lives
I
on
never
in the
got
waters
destroyed
of
by you
Kodak.
on PC.
If it does, I'm sure Caesar must be grateful to have someone who remembers him fondly.
You always use a controller, my guy.
If I'm honest, I think this is all so unfair to poor Gemma. Her fiancé was a low-life crook. He doesn't deserve someone like her. Anyway, all of that said, she's running later than usual today.
Stream elements.
Normally, she'd be sitting
Said.
in front of his grave by now.
At Rock,
I wonder
the
if
8
she's
ball
okay.
says. Don't ask
Well,
that
that's
hugging
everything
face.
I know, I'm afraid. You might have more luck asking some other people.
Bruh.
All right, well, thanks for sharing all of this with us. We'll keep
Rock.
asking around.
Said.
You're welcome.
I said will.
I just hope she'll be able to move on one day.
Why are you asking if I'm 10?
Did you hear the news? They're saying the Phantom Weasel's back.
You're kidding. Wait, isn't he dead?
I don't know anymore. All sorts of news flying around nowadays. I can never tell what's true and what isn't. But what if, just hypothetically, I mean,
Stream
what
elements.
if this weasel's the real
Said.
deal and
At Rock,
Caesar was
the 8
framed?
ball says. Most definitely hugging face.
Give me that money, boy. Give me right now. Come on, give me that money
Rock.
right now, boy. Put your
Said.
hands up and give me the
But I
money.
can't.
Called it.
Nightbot.
Seriously, 10
Said.
years ago on the day it all
Please
went
join
down,
my
I
Discord
said to
server.
myself, you know what? This guy's been set up. The Caesar I knew was a good guy. He gave
/JPFFSXDMKA.
balloons to children on the street, for Pete's sake. What, are we supposed to believe that he was a balloon thief or something? Give me a break.
Oh, please. Weren't you the one cursing his name to high heaven when the police announced the news? You were all, that gosh darn lousy son of a, you think you know a
Rock.
guy, or words to that
Said.
effect.
Because you don't have the money thing, so
Bro.
I can't.
I don't seem to recall.
Genshin dropping the B-bomb. Damn, they were so close.
Hello there. Sorry for disturbing you, but I couldn't help but notice you were discussing the Phantom Weasel. We're actually quite interested in this topic as well, but we're struggling to get to the bottom of it. Do you think you could spare a moment to tell us a little bit about Caesar?
Nightbot.
You've come to the right
Said.
people. Yep.
Remember to sub to
I
Gaming
was
with
there.
Mahir Official
Back
and
when
like the
Caesar
video,
used
it
to
helps
perform
me a
magic
lot.
tricks on the street.
Gaming
He
with
was a
Mahir
great
Official.
magician. The
Said,
best trick I ever saw him
"Give
do
me
was
5K
pop a
Bob
transparent
Bucksman."
balloon, only for a whole bunch of doves to fly out from the inside. I was right up close and didn't blink or look away once, but for the life of me, I still don't have the
Stream
faintest
Elements.
clue how he pulled it off.
Said,
Really
at
incredible
Rock,
stuff.
the 8-ball
I
says,
saw him perform
mayhaps
too.
face with
He
monocle.
always used to bring some gifts along for the kids who came to watch his show, and he'd hand them out after he was done. Sometimes he even got the kids to write their wishes
Gaming
down,
with Mahir
and then
Official.
he'd make the items on the wish
Said,
list appear in his
loudly
next show.
crying face.
Huh.
Rock,
He doesn't sound like
Said,
such a bad guy.
so 50 pound.
But after he died, there were also rumors that he used the wish list to find out what was precious to people, with the intent to steal it later. As I'm sure you know, the Phantom Weasel would steal just about anything from anyone.
Whatever the case, now that
Gaming
the
with
weasel is
Mahir
back,
Official.
Caesar's become a hot
Said,
topic once more.
Yeah, give me.
I bet Gemma must be pleased. If Caesar's name gets cleared, maybe it'll finally give her some solace after all this time. No, speak of the devil. That's her over there. If you've got any more questions about Caesar, she's definitely the one
Stream
to ask.
Elements. Said, at Rock, the 8-ball says, you will have to wait hugging
So
face.
that's Gemma. Is it just Paimon, or does it look like something's wrong? Wait, it looks like she's
Rock.
injured. Come
Said,
on, let's see if she's okay.
I said soon on it Mahir. Gaming with Mahir Official. Said, loudly crying face.
Man, that bot hates me.
Hi there.
And man, what happened to her hand?
Who's asking?
Don't be afraid, we mean no harm. It looks like you're injured. How bad is it?
Thanks for your concern, but you didn't answer my question. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
My name is Linny, and this is my sister Lynette.
Stream Elements. Said, at Rock, the 8-ball says,
Paimon, and
mayhaps
this here's
face
the
with
Traveler.
monocle.
We're investigating the Phantom Weasel.
The Weasel posted a warning letter this morning. If he still lives, that means that Caesar was falsely accused.
Gaming with Mahir Official.
You knew Caesar better than anyone
Said,
else.
What?
So if you're willing, we'd love to hear what you think about all this. I promise you can trust us. We won't hurt you. In fact, we'll do all we can to keep you safe.
Knife it.
I
Said,
never
please
believed
donate me,
that
it
he
helps
was the
me out a
weasel.
lot. https://www.roblox.com/game/95149249353/cars
anything
hashtag
strange in the
slash
weeks leading
store.
up to the accident? Did
Rock.
Caesar have a falling out with anyone,
Said,
for instance?
Nah, dumb
No,
bot farther less
not that I
motherless.
know
Dumb
of.
bot is more dumber than dumb and dumber.
Got it. All right. Sorry for disturbing you.
If you don't have any more questions, please leave. I want to be
Gaming with
alone with
Mahir
him.
Official. Said, man chill skull.
Judging by the look on her face, there's definitely something fishy about her.
She's lying. She definitely knows something.
That's fair. We're
Knife
just a
it.
bunch of strangers who showed
Said,
up and started questioning her
please
about
join
things
my
that happened
Discord
a whole
server.
decade ago. It makes sense that she'd be wary around us.
https://discord.gg/jpffsxdmka.
In any case, I doubt we'll get any further here, so let's call it a day. Meet me outside Hotel de Boer tomorrow, and then we'll start the next step of our plan.
Stream Elements. Said, at Rock, the 8-ball says, my sources say yes thinking face.
Bro, the bot just literally called itself dumb. Damn. I didn't think it would do that. But he said Streamlabs. Well, it is kinda same. Is it? Yeah, they're both the same, I think. Lol.
Nightwood said, remember to sub to Gaming with Mahir official and like the video, it helps me a lot.
My guy made the bot call himself dumb. What you gonna do next?
Over here.
Lynette's not joining us today?
I've had
Scream
her follow
Elements
Gemma and see if we can make any inroads
said,
with her. They
at
should
Rock,
be at a cafe right
the 8
now.
ball says,
Still,
the heavens point to yes, hugging
I
face.
don't think that Gemma's likely to open up to us. So, we need a contingency plan.
Wow, nice.
Today, we'll be looking
Rock
into a guy named Lorenzo,
said,
Caesar's former
smirking
pupil and
face,
assistant.
smirking face, smirking
When
face,
Caesar
smirking
passed
face.
away, all the stolen goods discovered in his home
You
were
making the bots
confiscated
fall
and
in
returned
love
to their
now?
rightful owners. But Lorenzo was the only one privy to all his magic secrets, and he inherited his craft. Before long, Lorenzo was the next big magician in town, his fame surpassing even that of his master, and it made him very wealthy. He's since left the magic scene though, and
Rock
these days, he's a wealthy
said,
businessman with his fingers in a lot
Streamlabs
of
is
different
SUS
pies.
amau us.
I had to pull a lot of strings, but I managed to get him to agree to a couple of drinks with me. Be warned
Rock
though, I hear he's
said,
got a hair-triggered temper.
They are LOL.
We'd best be careful.
Don't worry if he got a hair trigger temper. I will beat the shit out of him if he's bad. He better not be rude towards my friends, otherwise he gonna be dead. Especially
You neglected to
Lynette.
mention that you were bringing 2 other people with you.
My apologies. These 2 are my assistants. When they heard that I was meeting with the former magic maestro himself,
Stream
they begged
Elements
and pleaded with me to bring them
said,
along.
at Rock,
And if
the
it's
8
no
ball
trouble,
says,
a couple of
outlook good
autographs
thinking
would
face.
really make their day.
Oh, forget the pleasantries, just sit.
Get a load of
Bro,
this guy.
damn.
Forget the pleasantries,
Nah, these
he
bots
says,
be
but
going wild.
Looks pretty happy about Lenny stroking his ego.
I only agreed to meet
Rock
since we're both
Stroking
magicians.
his ego.
I have played with a
I have
YouTuber
more
with
important things to
100k
do than
subs.
drinking.
Much obliged, sir. As it happens, the matter I want to address is also related to magic. Yesterday morning, a warning letter from the Phantom Weasel appeared on the entrance to the Opera House. He claims to be planning something for the same evening that I'm scheduled to
Gaming
do a
with
magic show
Mahir
there.
official
As such,
said,
I believe that I may well be
cool.
his target. I have to get to the bottom of this to ensure that my show can go ahead as planned. Naturally, any investigation into the Weasel starts with a few questions about Caesar, who...
What is there to investigate? Caesar was the Weasel and he's been dead for 10 years. So what if some sick creep thought it'd be funny to write a warning letter? It changes nothing. Are you trying to tell me you actually bought it?
Please, sir,
Stream
no need to
Elements
get so worked up.
said,
I do concede that
at
a
Rock,
copycat is
the
but
8
one
ball says,
possibility.
no XD.
Possibility? It's a fact, Linny.
Said,
Look, my patience is
you.
limited, so listen carefully while I'm
Nightwood
still willing to put up with you.
said,
The Weasel
please
is
donate me,
dead.
it helps me out a lot.
Period.
https://
Everyone knows that, so do yourself a favor and quit this investigation. It'll lead you nowhere. Look, if this affects your magic show in any way, I will personally compensate you for any losses.
Gaming with Mahir official.
Sir, I'm honored,
said,
really. But
LOL.
this isn't about finances for me.
Stream Elements said, at Rock, the 8 ball says, forget about it face with monocle. Gaming with Mahir official said, I have been on one of Flamingo's video.
My pride as a magician is what's at stake here, Lorenzo.
Rock
Copycat or not, this person
said,
has thrown me the gauntlet,
nice.
and I must meet their challenge head on.
Your pride? Don't mince words with me, boy. Just tell me, what exactly are you seeking to do?
This guy is Top on
Nightmare
easy go actually.
said, remember to
I
sub
was
to
on
gaming with
Flamingo's
Mahir
one of
official and
his
like the
like
video, it
target
helps me a
videos.
lot.
I was playing on a very laggy phone and I couldn't do anything in that video. And I basically got caught by the security because I couldn't
Stream
see
Elements
the
said,
doors that
the
like
8-ball
catch
says,
you for
yesterday
trying
it
to
would have been a
steal.
yes, but today
Say.
it's a yep okay hand. Rock said,
Wow, these bots are nuts. Damn.
I want to find out the Phantom Weasel's true identity. I have to know for myself what really happened 10 years ago.
What would that accomplish? And what do the events of 10 years ago have to do with you anyway? Look, you of all people should know that a magician never reveals their secrets. And in any case,
Nightmare
dead men don't
said,
talk.
please join
So
my
if you really
Discord
care
server,
about your magician's pride, then you'll forget about
discord.gg/jpffsxdmk8. Stream Elements
This is getting
said,
awkward.
at Rock, the 8-ball says, J.A. thinking face.
Lol. So Mr. Nobody, if you even think about touching Lenny, you're gonna be dead before you
Rock
know it.
said, so yes in German.
Oh, it is you! I know that big, booming voice anywhere. What's up, my man? Want to grab a drink with me?
Another day, I'm
Rock
busy.
said,
Come on, you can't be all business all the time. You know what they say? Live fast, die
Wow.
young. You gotta learn how to kick back and relax once in a while.
If I wanted your life advice, I'd ask for it. Now get out of my face and go be drunk somewhere else.
Sorry, my good sir. I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Oh, hey.
Stream Elements said,
Edmondo.
at Rock,
He
the
and I are
8-ball
business
says,
pals. We
the
worked
heavens
together a
point to
bunch of
yes
times.
hugging face.
This is your first time meeting him? Oh, he's always like this. Foul-mouthed and hard-nosed. Never heard a kind word out of this guy the whole time I've known him. And he wonders why he can't
Stream
get
Elements
a girlfriend
said,
despite being...
at Rock,
What?
the
Pushing
8-ball
40,
says,
30
doubtful
something.
okay hand.
Anyway, point is, a lot older than when he first got rejected
Bro is
by the girl he was
40?
into. And he's still into, from what I hear.
Bro, damn, he's 40 and still single.
Rock
And
said,
he's still simping for someone who rejected him.
990099009999.
Oh my god. Charlie, you having a panic attack from Stream Elements? Damn, man. At least it doesn't wanna be a female. He's comfortable in the body he was born in. Does the body even have a body? Okay. Now that is confusing.
Shut up and get out of my face. Another word out of you and you can forget about doing business with me ever again. Do I make myself clear?
Sorry, I may have had a little too much to drink. All right, I'm gonna leave. Don't work too hard.
I think it's high time I made a move as well. If you really want to investigate this, Lenny, be my guest. But if nothing good comes of it, don't say I didn't warn you.
Well, that fell to pieces in a rather spectacular fashion. Any thoughts?
Totally. And what was all that about compensating you for your losses? Why would someone you just met make an offer like that? He's gotta be hiding something. And not like Gemma. She was a little suspicious, but this guy's definitely covering something up.
I think so too. We need to look into Lorenzo more closely. That guy Edmondo seems to know a thing or two about him. He only just left. Let's see if we can catch up with him.
Rock said, Iowa 99
Charlie, my guy, chill. My ears, bruh. I'ma keep the bot muted for some time.
You okay there?
Who are you? Oh, it's you guys. Don't worry about me. I must have had one too many. I just need to ride it out. I said way too much back there, didn't I? Yeah, I nearly talked myself into complete financial ruin. Note to self, no more drunken chats when Lorenzo's around.
So, he was serious about threatening to cut you off? Ugh, Paimon knew he was a bad egg.
Hey, keep your voice down. Don't go prying into Lorenzo's personal affairs. Bad things happen to people who ask too many questions, or make an enemy out of him.
What kind of bad things?
Don't even ask. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to cut this conversation short. I'm not crossing that line again. And take it from me, trouble with Lorenzo is one thing you don't need in your life. You saw him flare up back there. I don't know what you said to him, but clearly it touched a nerve. That's not a good sign. You're too young for this. Don't get in over your head.
Bro,
Leaving.
the bot is going nuts.
And there he goes. What do we do now, Lenny?
Shh. I think we're being watched. Someone was listening in to our whole
That
conversation.
guy looks like he's from
Don't say anything
that,
and don't look back. Any altercation in the city
Pina
will
de
attract the
Lisa or
guards.
whatever that gang
We better
is.
take this elsewhere.
Oh yeah, I forgot to unlock the new part of the nation. Also, that teleporter, the statue, literally came out of nowhere. It wasn't here back then, if I remember correctly. What in the world is this? I guess it flings me up. And I got it, let's go. Weeping Willow of the Lake, lol. Also, that thing looks like a skeleton. The behind of the... what is it called again? The opera epic looks... yeah. Bruh, 98? Nah, bro. Heck nah.
You followed us a long way. Why don't you come out and introduce yourselves?
So you're Lenny. And where's your sister? Ain't she with you today? Save us the trouble and go fetch her for us. Let's not drag this out.
Paimon doesn't like the tone of your voice, mister!
Save your questions, missy. You ain't gonna need answers where you're going.
Alright, you're dead if you
Looks
even
like we
think
can't
about
avoid this
touching
fight.
Lynette. You're dead.
Now, I'm not the strongest fighter, so I hope you're ready to back me up.
Don't worry, we
Bruh.
got this.
Okay, yeah, I'm a god. I'm immortal, lol. Anyways, time to kill these losers. Know your place.
Delve into destiny.
Don't even think about touching my Lynette. Get your ass back here.
Curses. They're tougher than we thought.
Vision wielders are always trouble. Intimidation ain't gonna work like it did on the lady.
Come on, let's scram!
Hey, wait,
What lady?
we're through with you yet?
Ayo, is Lynette okay, bruh?
Get away! Did you catch what they said just before they left? Something about intimidating someone else. Sounds like they just wanted to rough us up as a scare tactic, and they've already done it to someone else, but who?
Bruh, nah, they ain't taking my Lynette.
You're right.
I think they got
She
Gemma.
was injured when we saw her yesterday, and she acted like she had something to hide. Maybe she was too scared to tell us the truth because those guys had threatened her.
Well, if that's the case, she should be more willing to open up to us once she learns that those thugs won't be bothering her anymore. Let's head back to the cafe and see if we can get any information from her.
Bruh, why would I hate her?
Stream Elements said. At Rock, the 8-ball says, you will have to wait. Okay, hand. Rock said. So yes and no.
Heck no, I don't hate her. Hey Lynette, she's okay, let's go.
Stream Elements said. At Rock,
Gemma?
the 8-ball says, maybe XD.
You again? What is it this time?
We just
Rock
ran into the men who've been
said.
threatening you, and
So
we
50-50.
gave them a taste of their own medicine. So, you can relax now. We're here to protect you.
Charlie, what you getting at? Don't even think about anything, sus, my guy. Don't.
What? Why? I didn't tell you anything. Why would they come after you?
Sounds like they're no strangers to you.
Rock said.
That's putting
I
it
will.
mildly. I know them all too well, and I hate them with every fiber of my being. It's been 10 long years,
Nightbot
and still every time
said.
I try to look into Caesar's
Remember
death,
to sub
they
to
show
Gaming
up
with
and
Mahir
warn me not
Official
to
and like
do
the video,
anything
it helps me a
stupid.
lot.
How do I know I can trust you? Do you really think you can get to the bottom of it all? And why are you doing this?
I'm afraid I can't reveal all the details just yet, but
Rock
I can promise you this.
said.
I will
Good
expose
vibes,
the Phantom
hydrate,
Weasel's
shelter,
true
and social
identity.
dist.
Because you see, this is a personal matter of the utmost importance. I give you my word. Trust me.
Okay. How can I help you?
I've heard that Caesar used to have a
Stream
magic
Elements
workshop where he kept a lot of his
said.
personal effects.
At Rock,
If possible,
the 8-ball
I'd like
says.
to take a look at them.
JA face with monocle.
Heck no, I'm gonna kill Streamlabs before he can even get close.
Do you know where it is?
Plus, it's just a
Rock.
chatbot.
The fleur de cendre.
Nah,
have
he
someone
won't.
trying to
He's
take
just a
your girl.
After his
chatbot.
death, and
She's
no one's
only
been there
my.
since. I also know that the fleuve cendre is dangerous territory. Lots of hostile groups lurking around. If you're serious about going there, please be careful.
Understood. Lynette, you stay here and take care of Gemma. Don't let her come to harm.
Got it. But if I'm staying here, I'm ordering dessert.
I mean, bon appetit. But stay sharp, too. They're likely to come for
Bon
you while I'm
appetit,
away.
lol.
Rock.
Order
Alright.
anything you want, I will pay for
This
it.
IES
I'll
stream
start taking
elements.
this more seriously now.
Rock. Said. Not stream labs.
I like how, like, childish she is. Power saving mode, power save mode on, and stuff like that. It's so freaking cute.
With me here, nothing will happen.
Now she's so serious, bruh. Damn.
Whatever you do, please be careful. If anything happens
Stream
to you because
elements.
you're investigating Caesar,
Said.
I'll never be
At
able
Rock,
to forgive myself.
The 8 ball says, don't ask that XD.
Ma'am, it's not
With
your
me
fault.
here, nothing will happen.
Stream elements. Said. At Rock, the 8 ball says, doubtful okay hand.
Looks like no more free coffee for me.
With me here,
Nightbot. Said. Please donate me, it helps me out a lot. https://www.roblox.com/game/951492435/cars #store.
I like how this guy is like thinking out targeting me. I have connections with the freaking Archons, man. Like, if he does any
Gemma gave us
research
the right
about my
location, then the
main
workshop should be
character,
right
then he
nearby.
will like literally lose his shit.
Looks like these boxes
Three
are
My
right
guy
on the
has more
entrance.
connection
Let's
than
ship them
can
away first.
At
than
Rock,
anyone
the 8 ball
in the
says,
government
no.
can ever dream
Hugging
of having.
face.
There we go. It should be just down here.
Rock. Said. Mahir kill Stream Labs.
Damn, bro.
Rock.
Streamlabs, you don't
Said.
have to be that harsh,
Kill him.
man. Damn,
Nightbot.
that was so harsh.
Said.
Anyways,
Please join my Discord server.
this is for you, Streamlab.
/discord.gg/JPFFSXDMKA.
You know what? I won't give you this. I will give you this. This is for you.
Gaming with Mahir official.
Yeah.
Said.
Yeah, Streamlab is no more. There. This is the domain. Enter the magic workshop.
Stream elements.
Oh, interesting.
At Rock, the 8 ball says, doubtful XD.
His arrow looks so cool. Also, look at his attacks, bro. It's so cool.
Rock. Said. I don't even stream.
My guy doing magic tricks while killing his enemies. Does this move? Yeah, it
So
does.
this was Caesar's workshop. Nothing
Rock.
suspicious here, just
Said.
normal magic props.
1v1 me Mahir, I use aimbot.
1v1 me without
What
aimbot.
was that? Oh, is this one of Caesar's gadgets?
Rock.
So he must have triggered some sort
Said.
of device.
I mean aim assist.
Wow, this place looks very interesting. Play on a computer, my guy.
Let me
And everyone.
There is no
Remember to
escape.
sub to Gaming with Mahir Official and like the video, it helps me a lot.
Damn, the damage is beautiful.
Whoa. Look, the doll in the box is glowing.
Stream elements. Said. At Rock,
There's
the 8 ball
something
says,
written on
I
the
don't know
card
Kev
on
okay
your
hen.
doll. Let's take a closer look.
Nah, bro, heck nah. I'm never gonna let that happen. Never, bro. You shush.
Rock. Said. Bye. Rock. Said. But one last thing.
Looks like we've reached the end of this route. Shall we try a different one?
There's actually a voice line for it. Nice.
These magic boxes are moving.
Rock.
What do we do?
Said.
One of them looks different from the rest. Let's investigate.
Okay, it didn't
Nightbot.
completely
Said.
finish.
Please donate me, it helps me out a lot. https://www.roblox.com/game/95149243533/cars#store.
Also, if you're actually leaving, thanks for watching. I appreciate you joining in. Man, this place looks so freaking beautiful. Can I pop these? Bruh, the hell are these balloons? You can't even pop them. And I love his card trick where he literally turns into a big card. Looks so cool.
That's weird. Have we reached the end already? There's nothing here. Maybe this was a wasted trip.
This place seems a little too ordinary for a magician's workshop. There's a distinct lack of mystery. We've triggered quite a few devices on the way here. I'm starting to wonder whether Caesar built this whole place as one big, elaborate magic contraption. If so, then there must be more to this place than meets the eye. Maybe a hidden room somewhere.
Nightbot said,
Ha!
please join my
Just
Discord
move this
server,
book,
https://discord.gg/jpffsxdmka.
A secret passageway! How did you know?
I'm a magician too, and apparently great minds really do think alike. Looks pretty big inside. Let's head in and take a look around.
Stabilize!
Shine down! Shadows of fate!
Lol, his card falls through. I guess they forgot to fix it.
Solidify!
There is no escape! Delve into destiny!
Now disappear!
Why have you stopped, Lenny? Is there some device in that box?
Huh. It just looks familiar somehow. Let me check this out for a second while you guys go on ahead. If anyone makes a major discovery, let's rendezvous here.
All right, see you in a bit!
The placement of this device inside. If I remember correctly...
For some reason, I feel like Hu Tao swings much faster than Raiden. Zhongli has the fastest, I think, since he's like throwing it, you know. Ah man, I hate these. I hate puzzles. I guess I gotta do this. Now what? Okay, thank you.
Seems like we can't step on the same tile twice. Guess we've gotta finish it in one run, huh?
I see. Bruh, what? How?
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Bro, this puzzle is such a pain.
Rise! Crumble!
Damn, this looks fancy.
This bookcase is full of Caesar's own notes. He wrote a lot about the principles of
Man, I wanted to take a pic.
This looks big as a brick! Let's take a peek inside it, shall we?
At one of my shows a few days ago, a child asked me how I pulled candy out of my hat. As a joke, I told the kid that the hat has a built-in wish-granting machine. Next thing I know, today a whole bunch of kids were pestering me to pull all sorts of things out of the hat. So I told them another white lie. The machine needs time to power up, but in the meantime, you can write your wishes down. Well, they took me up on that offer, enthusiastically. As I write this, I've only just got back from running around all over town, buying the things they wanted. Boy, are my legs sore. I wound up saving very little this month, but that's not a major issue. I now have a bigger problem. How am I going to hide all these things inside my hat? Two children came to talk to me after today's show. I don't know why they were out on their own. They looked much too young to be unsupervised. I do hope they got home safely. Anyway, they said that they wanted me to teach them how to do magic. It's not uncommon for children to ask this, of course, but I've never seen any of them as serious about it as these two. I told them that learning magic is very hard work, but that didn't faze them at all. It's like they already knew. They seemed so committed. I couldn't turn them down.
Is it Lenny and Lynette?
It seems like something's bothering Lorenzo lately, but he won't open up to me about it. Surely he's not upset that I agreed to teach those two children. I'll have to talk him around. I have a good feeling about those kids. They're naturally talented, and it seems like they're not new to the world of magic. They have all sorts of fantastic ideas. All I'm really doing is helping them develop a more professional standard training plan. They wanted to call me Master, but I told them they absolutely mustn't. Any magician worth their salt could have taught them what I have. They're the geniuses here. Compared to them, I don't deserve to be called any sort of master. With time, I have no doubt that they could become far greater magicians than I. My only concern is why they're so mature for their age.
I think
fear
maybe
they've
it's
had to grow
Lenny
up
and
too
Lynette.
fast. I don't dare to imagine what they must have been through. Gemma thinks so too. She doesn't like being around them. Says that their eyes are too piercing. They don't bother me, but then again, I've never been the sharpest tool in the shed. It's nearly time for me to go on tour. I asked the two kids if they'd like to come with me, but they shook their heads. I once overheard them talking about their father and their mission. Sounds like their parents have other plans for them.
So
Caesar
was training Lenny and
It's only
Lynette.
been 10 days
Wow.
since I first met them, but I think that I've gotten a feel for their personalities now. They're very tough, but also very cautious, and they trust no one but each other. This, I fear, is not a good habit to have. They hide things from me too. For example, when I asked them where they live and why they wanted to learn magic, they lied. That's the thing about children. Whenever they're trying to cover something up, it always shows somehow. I can sense that their lives have been hard, possibly even dangerous too. They're not like other children. It's a shame that I can't do more to help them. After thinking things over, I decided to tell them a bit about how I see the world. It's full of lies and falsehoods, and that is why we must find our own truth. P.S. I hope they won't find my nagging annoying. Children are so opinionated nowadays. Will it do them more harm than good for someone they've only known 10 days to lecture them like that? P.P.S. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Children aren't interested in grand philosophies. It probably just went in one ear and out the other. I bet they've already forgotten every word I said. Oh, Caesar, Caesar. Just mind your own business next time.
Two magic geniuses with a father and a mission, huh? Sounds a lot like he was writing about Lenny and Lynette, don't you think? So did they meet Caesar when they were kids? Let's go ask Lynn.
Bro, you can't sit on the chair. Imagine the shot with Zhongli sitting here. Man, that would be so cool. But sadly we cannot do that because the game won't allow us. Zhongli in his little factory of toys.
Hold that thought. As I expected, there's a lot of fishy things going on in this place.
Fishy? Uh-oh, what have you found?
All in good time. Before we go over our new leads, I want to tell you how a high-altitude escape is performed. First, the magician slots themselves into a magic box in full view of the audience. The box is then suspended high in the air, and a short while later, the base automatically opens. At this point, a dummy will fall out of the box, but it looks real enough to grab the audience's attention, and they start wailing and screaming. Meanwhile, the real magician, who has by now blended into the crowd, waits for a good moment to make their appearance and put on a hysterical performance. Oh no! Is that me? Did I just fall to my death?
Very vivid description. Paimon can really picture it. And then what?
The audience's gaze then turns to the magician, and by the time they realize what's happened, the dummy has vanished, as if everything that just happened was some sort of shared illusion. Of course, that's just how I think the process should work, theoretically speaking. The inventor of this trick never performed it successfully. When the box opened, Caesar was the one who fell out, and not the dummy. He fell right to the ground from the highest point of the opera house. No one could hope to survive that fall, not without a vision at least. And no one else has ever attempted this trick since. My understanding of how it works is just based on what I could gather from his notes and the relevant gadgets here in his workshop.
So Caesar's famous high-altitude escape has never been done, huh? Paimon was about to say how cool it would have been to see it in person, but if it's that dangerous, it's probably for the best that no one else tries to do it. Wait a second. So if a dummy's supposed to drop out of the box, then where does the real magician go? How does he get out?
Glad you asked. That brings us to the secret of said box. This box right here is the one that Caesar constructed himself to use in the performance, and it's not as simple as it looks. Inside, there's a device that only the magician himself would know about. Once the magician's inside and the box is lifted up into the air, the audience's view of the box is fixed at a certain angle. From where they're standing, they have a clear view of the front, sides, and bottom, but the back and the top are now no longer visible. At this point, the magician presses a button inside the box, opening a secret door out of view. He then escapes through this trapdoor onto the opera house roof, waits for the dummy to fall and distract the audience, and quietly returns to ground level.
That's way simpler than Paimon imagined. Even Paimon could probably do it.
Well, there's a little more to it than that, of course. The hardest part of this trick is controlling the audience's mood and reactions. That takes an exceptional degree of showmanship. There's the falling dummy, the miraculous reappearance, the pompous performing. Maybe the magician would even have themselves tied up before it begins to strengthen the impression that there's no escape. Many days and nights of careful research and painstaking practice would have gone into this, all culminating in a performance just a few minutes long, but one that still manages to transform the shock and grief of a tragic accident to the joy and laughter of a mesmerizing magic trick. Caesar was a highly accomplished magician, but unfortunately, even he didn't manage to pull it off.
So, how did it go so wrong? You said you found some fishy stuff here. Have you figured out what really happened?
I can make a pretty good guess. I looked into the case files. The magic box Caesar was using at the time of his death had the secret button I mentioned positioned on the right-hand side. And sure enough, he always used his right hand as his dominant hand in public.
Okay. Nothing suspicious there.
But here's the strange thing. Most of the devices in this workshop have the mechanism on the left-hand side, including this box right here. Which leads me to believe that Caesar was in fact left-handed. Because a magician can't afford to have their most basic habits stand out too much. People naturally focus their attention on the most important details of the task or situation at hand. But a magician needs to be able to redirect an audience's attention at will, so as to avoid arousing their suspicion. The essence of magic is getting people to believe a lie. If even the truth raises eyebrows, the falsehoods become all the more difficult to mask. And so, Caesar trained himself to use his right hand to align with his audience's expectations. Great magic always requires sacrifices. But in his most stressful and nerve-wracking moments, and when no one was watching, reflex would kick in and he'd use his left hand. That's why he set his gadgets with the mechanism on his left. Exactly. I think that's likely what happened. Caesar would have been under a lot of time pressure during the escape. He'd have had mere seconds to open the hidden compartment, retrieve the dummy, then open the secret door and make a swift escape. But I'm sure he was confident. He would have rehearsed countless times to the point where it was second nature. He'd barely need to think about what he was doing because muscle memory would guide him through. So he opened the compartment, took out the dummy, checked everything was in order, and then went to leave. With his left hand, he reached for the button, and suddenly, his heart skipped a beat. It wasn't there. Much like when you reach for your keys but find your pocket empty, his mind needed a moment to process what was going on. Instinctively, his left hand would keep feeling around for the missing button, maybe for another second or two, until the bottom of the box gave way. With the stakes being as high as they were, just a 2-second delay cost him everything. The authorities would find nothing suspicious and conclude that his death was due to his own error.
When in reality, someone switched the boxes, and they did it to murder him. But how would they be able to make the switch without being noticed? That would be difficult to pull off, no?
It would have to have been someone who knew that he was left-handed, and who could move his props around without arousing suspicion. Someone who was always by his side. Isn't that right, Lorenzo?
You just couldn't let sleeping dogs lie, could you? There's not a lot of people who'd go to all this trouble for some magician who died 10 years ago. I didn't want to have to do this, you know. Silencing you the hard way just creates more problems for me to deal with. But I
think you're gonna be the one who's gonna be silenced.
I hope you do what's good for you and
dumbass.
back off like the lady, but you disappoint me.
You mean Gemma? So you are the one who's been threatening her!
You're dead, little shit.
Yes, although however stubborn she might be, she was never much of a liability. But you people, you never even knew him, but for some reason you just wouldn't drop it. Which is why you can't leave this place alive. Take them out, and make it quick.
Do your worst!
Bruh, these little tiny humans think they can hurt me. Cute.
This is order. Stabilize.
Well, look at that HP.
Illusion shattered.
Come on, why can't I hit him?
Now you shall perish.
Bruh, don't make me laugh.
Shine down.
This is pitiful.
Solidify.
And voila! Let's get this show on the road!
Bruh, what was that?
You kids are tougher than you look.
Had enough yet, Lorenzo? Your cronies can't help you now. I think it's high time you started talking, and what I'd really like to know is, why did you murder Caesar?
If I had a Mora for every time you said that man's name. Of course you idolized Caesar, everyone else did. But I was the real genius magician. Me! He was just an amateur who did cheap tricks for gullible children. I was the one who made magic into the fine art it is today. The aristocrats doffed their hats to me!
So it was jealousy.
Jealousy. Hatred, more like. I hated Caesar. All he cared about was his magic. He lived and breathed it. He poured everything into his street performances and his stupid tours like it was just a hobby to him, never bothering to think about Mora. What sort of fool devotes their life to the art of deception and never has a Mora to show for it? But the people loved him, didn't they? Oh, how they looked up to
You're
him.
so pathetic.
No one gave me a second look. All I ever heard was, "Oh, your master's amazing, isn't he?" Amazing. Yeah, so amazing that he was completely broke. Every other apprentice was living it up at their master's expense, but no, not me. I put in all the work, mastered all the skills, and it brought me nothing more than the life I already had. He forbade me from using magic to trick people out of their Mora. There was nothing he hated more than that. And with his reputation in Fontaine, it was too risky for me to go it alone. As long as he was alive, if I dabbled in my own brand of money-making magic, he would expose me.
Do you have any idea of
destroy
my
me.
contacts,
I
bruh?
had to kill him. There was
You're
no
worrying
other
about
way.
him and you didn't even think
He
about
had
me.
to go.
Dumbass.
And this was your only motive?
It was reason enough. What other motive would I need?
Well, I was under the impression that there might have been other factors at play. For instance, maybe you were in love with Gemma, but she was engaged to Caesar.
In love with Gemma? Don't be ridiculous.
Guess I was wrong
Bruh.
about that then. Next question. Are you the Phantom Weasel?
I am. Caesar was so strict with me. He insisted that his way was the right way, that the sole purpose of magic was to bring joy to the world. I never bought into any of that. I was more interested in the practical value of magic. Sure enough, it helped me fill my pockets with all kinds of valuable treasures.
Oh, yeah! Charlotte told us that the weasel would steal whatever people valued, no matter how much it was worth.
That's just how it looked from the outside. What would any thief want with second-rate loot? I've only ever targeted high-value items. I stole cheap things as a way of practicing my craft. It was other people's overactive imaginations that conjured up the preposterous image they then dubbed the Phantom Weasel.
So that's the story, huh? Well, I hope you're ready to tell it all over again during your trial.
What choice do I have? You're a pack of wolves, and you've got me between your jaws. You've seen what's here, and my last-ditch effort to stop it getting out has failed. What else can I do? So be it. I've enjoyed power and wealth for the last 10 years, the likes of which Caesar could never give me. I wouldn't choose for things to end this way, but I regret nothing.
Very well. In that case, I'll contact the guards. Traveler, Paimon, keep an eye on Lorenzo for me. I'll meet you just outside the workshop when I'm back.
Whoa, a custom-made chest? That's new. Oh no, it's not, but I thought it was. The front kinda looked like it was custom-made.
At least I can finally stop looking over my shoulder now.
Hutao is here to kill you.
Lily has told me the whole story. Lorenzo, do you confess to the murder of Caesar and to framing him for the Phantom Weasel's crimes?
Look who's finally developed a conscience. What kind of disciple murders their own master? I hope it was worth it, because they'll be hell to pay.
Looks like it's all over. What should we do next, Lenny? Should we start preparing for your show?
Let me think. Let's rendezvous with Lynette and Gemma first. With Lorenzo in custody, Gemma will no longer have to fear for her safety.
Good point. We should go tell Gemma the good news right away. It'll give her some peace of mind for sure.
My Lynette will better be okay, no matter what.
Ah, you're back. You were so quick. I've only just finished my third dessert.
Damn,
Your
girl.
third? Lynette, come on, we've talked about this. Everything in moderation. You're not gonna have any room left for dinner now.
Okay, Lynette, don't worry. Eat as much as you want. You're my princess. I will buy anything for you.
It's fine. I'll shift to exercise mode and jog off the excess sugar.
I wanna pet
That's
her, bro.
besides the
She's so
point.
freaking cute.
Well, it's done now.
I wanna pet
But
her.
try to eat a more balanced diet in the future.
Point taken.
Oh my gosh, she
everything
looks
go
so
okay?
cute. I wanna freaking pull those cheeks.
Lorenzo was no match for us. The guards are taking him into custody as we speak.
Gosh, that's amazing. I'm sorry, I still didn't know if I could trust you, but now it seems I can.
I beat ruined guards for breakfast.
I had my suspicions about
I
Lorenzo.
slapped child for
but
breakfast.
I-
I slapped the Dival and the Dragon of Wind
Okay,
for
we
breakfast, man.
understand. He did threaten you. Paimon would find it hard to trust strangers in your position too. But you don't need to be scared anymore. Everything's gonna be okay.
Sorry. Sorry. My emotions are all over the place right now. I've been waiting for this day to come for so long. I always wanted to report Lorenzo. He took all of Caesar's property, which I found suspicious, but I had people watching me all the time, so I couldn't risk looking into it. I was so afraid. I was scared he'd do something terrible to me, and then no one would be left to visit Caesar's grave. So I never had the courage to speak out. Thank you all. Truly, thank you so much.
thank you all for clearing Caesar's name. I never would have guessed that Lorenzo was the real Phantom Weasel. He never showed any signs that there were problems between him and Caesar in public. From the outside, it looked like they got along great. And to think that lowlife's been living life to the fullest all this time, while Caesar's name was getting dragged through the mud. It's a travesty. At least his soul can finally rest in peace now, thanks to your efforts.
If only I'd realized before it was too late.
Don't blame yourself, Gemma. This isn't your fault.
Yeah, you still have the rest of your life to live. Caesar wouldn't want to see you spending it feeling guilty.
Cheer up, Gemma. My brother's doing a magic show at the Opera House tomorrow evening. Would you like to come along? It might raise your spirits. This show will be a special one. We're holding it in Caesar's honor.
In Caesar's honor? Really? Oh, thank you. I'll be there.
Great. We'll see you tomorrow evening. Traveler, Paimon, don't be late.
Don't worry, we'll be there. No way are we gonna miss out on a free magic show. Wait, Paimon feels like we're forgetting something.
We forgot about asking them.
Diary!
Yeah.
We never found out if the two kids Caesar taught magic to were Linny and Lynette or not. Linny changed the topic back in the workshop, so we didn't get a chance to bring it up. Oh well. Guess we'll just have to ask Linny tomorrow evening.
I've spoken many choice words about Caesar over the years. I'm so ashamed of myself now. He was such a good man.
I can't believe Lorenzo was intimidating Gemma all this time. He comes around here sometimes. Not to clean Caesar's grave, though. He just stands off to the side and watches Gemma from a distance. She must have known, but she never asked him to leave. I wonder why that is.
Okay, yeah, he likes Gemma, I think.
It may take some time, but Caesar's reputation will be restored now that the real culprit has been captured. Looks like Gemma chose a good man after all.
Wanna come over for tea? One client, two clients, three clients.
pretty sure he's gonna do the magic trick with the jumping off one, the box one, you know. And everyone came out of nowhere, lol.
Paimon's excited to see another of Linny's magic shows! Wait. Lynette, shouldn't you be on stage by now?
Not this time. My brother's going solo today. So I'll be watching with you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Marry
I hope
me.
everybody's ready because the show is about to begin.
Sit next to Lynette, come on.
The great magician Linny has prepared a spectacular show for us all tonight, concluding with an all-new grand finale that no audience has ever seen before.
Wow! A new trick!
Thank you all so much for coming. Now, prepare to join me on a journey through the mystical and miraculous.
Exciting stuff, isn't it?
Yes, it's just... It reminds me of him.
No wonder. Caesar was a famous magician too. So, how did you two first meet, Gemma?
Well, I was out on the street once, and I saw him performing for little children. Children love magic, because they're willing to believe in things that can't be rationally explained. Caesar had this amazing way of bringing them into a dreamlike world. And somehow, I felt drawn to him too. So I went up and asked him to do a trick for me.
Aw, that sounds so romantic. What trick did he do?
It was with a flower. He took it in his hand, snapped his fingers, and it magically appeared on my head. I was so happy that day. No one had ever given me a flower before that.
Oh, that's so cute! Actually, now that you mention it, Linny's done that one before.
Is that right? Then I suppose he's a romantic at heart, just like Caesar.
Yo.
So let's treasure the time we have with him. After
Lenny, he ain't gay,
you
lol.
never know when the people dearest to you might be gone.
That's right. It's all over now. Paimon doesn't really know how to comfort you, but at the very least, no one's gonna be intimidating you from now on. You can breathe easy at last, right?
Right. Yes, you can breathe easy now, Phantom Weasel.
See? Even Lynette says... Wait, what? The Phantom Weasel? Lorenzo escaped? Where is he?
What do you mean, Phantom Weasel?
As Linny once said, a performer's job is to commit fully to their role and put on a flawless performance for their audience. But once the bag of tricks is empty and the curtain falls, it's time to end the show. The spotlight is no place for someone with no more cards up their sleeve. It's been 10 years, Gemma. Aren't you tired of the grieving widow act? I think it's time to put an end to it.
Wow.
What are you talking about? Paimon doesn't like this riddle. Traveler, Paimon doesn't like where this is going.
What?
Something.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're all enjoying the performance so far. There will now be a brief intermission, after which Linny will perform the most electrifying act of tonight's show, the one we've all been waiting for.
Why do I feel like she and Lorenzo had an affair and they both worked together and took out Caesar or whatever his name is? Like, damn, is that the possibility?
The final performance will take place outside of the Opera House, so please make your way outside in a calm and orderly fashion.
The Phantom Weasel never did like public places, did they? Don't worry, this place will be quiet soon. Let's talk somewhere else for now.
Dear me, this is awkward, isn't it? And unfortunately, I'm all out of gadgets, so I'm afraid I can't do any tricks to liven up the mood. This is a big mistake for a magician to make, but thankfully, I do have a backup plan. Now, who wants to hear a story?
Lenny? Don't we have more important things to address right now? Lynette accused Gemma of being the real Phantom Weasel a moment ago. Oh, what the heck's going on?
All in good time. Magicians are good at guessing what people are thinking. I know the questions you want to ask. And as it happens, the story I'm about to tell might answer a few of them.
Really? Well then, let's hear it! Paimon's dying of curiosity here!
Let's go back to the very beginning. A decade ago, when the Phantom Weasel was terrorizing the court of Fontaine. She never missed a target, never left a trace, and no treasure was safe from her thieving hands. But as her infamy grew, so did the readiness of the police, and her opportunities to act became ever fewer. Every day, she ran the risk of being exposed for who she was. Of course, she could not simply take this lying down, and before long, she found her ticket to freedom. She would create a scapegoat, a false weasel to close the chapter on her behalf. After weighing her options, she set her sights on a renowned magician, Caesar. After all, magic and theft shared enough similarities for people to buy the story when the truth came out.
So then what?
Being the master deceiver she was, the weasel easily earned Caesar's trust. Now all that remained was to frame him for her countless crimes. But as she was considering how to make her move, she noticed Caesar's aggrieved pupil, and a new thought entered her mind. Maybe I don't need to get my hands dirty after all. At her encouragement, Lorenzo tampered with Caesar's magic box, causing him to fall to his death. Afterwards, Lorenzo seized his master's property, and the weasel set about tarnishing Caesar's reputation. Two co-conspirators committed the perfect crime.
Damn.
I've got to hand it to you. You're both exceptional storytellers. It's enough to make even me wonder whether there was really another mastermind behind all this, pulling the strings. But I just have one question. You seem to think that I am the villain in this tale. What's brought this on, Linny? Is it something that Lorenzo said?
Don't worry, Lorenzo said nothing at all. But I never believed that he was the weasel, and in fact, my investigation only made me more certain of that. He was too forthcoming with his confession, as if there was something else he was trying to hide.
How disappointing. So you'd sooner trust Lorenzo than me, even without a shred of evidence?
A magician is an expert at playing the audience to get the result they want. And I have no doubt that you, Gemma, are equally talented in this regard. With a little help from Lorenzo, you put on a very convincing performance. The lovesick fiancé, whose devotion to her betrothed is unshakable, even under threats of violence. Caesar was maligned and hated by all for 10 years, but you? Everyone sympathized with your plight. Who would suspect for 1 second that the lovely young lady always seen weeping in front of Caesar's grave was actually the mastermind behind his demise? No, not that poor lady. Perish the thought.
Wait, so you mean the whole intimidation thing was just a hoax? Gemma and Lorenzo were both in on it? But why would Lorenzo agree to that? And why didn't he sell her out, even at the end, instead of admitting to being the weasel himself?
Yes, why indeed? Maybe Gemma herself could enlighten us on that question.
Well, Linny, if you're so confident in your version of events, then I think the answer should be obvious. Having killed Caesar with his own hands, Lorenzo was plagued by overwhelming guilt. Revealing the Phantom Weasel's true identity would serve no purpose. But if the Weasel remained free, then she could take care of Lorenzo's loved ones.
An excellent answer, though sadly a little dull.
Is that right? Well, don't let me bore you. If you'd care to change the topic to something more interesting, I'd be much obliged.
As a matter of fact, there's one thing I'd really like to understand. Why would the real Weasel have targeted things that only have value to other people? Could you shed any light on that?
Of course. After all, we're just telling stories here, aren't we? If I had to guess, I would say that the real Weasel must have had a terrible childhood. Left to fend for herself after her parents died young. Betrayed, scorned, beaten. She'd scrounge waste paper from garbage bins to draw on, using twigs and dirt for lack of ink and pen. She'd sew ugly rag dolls from whatever scrap material she could get her hands on. This was her only source of happiness in life. But it was all she needed, and she was content. Until the world decided that even this was too good for her. Once again, she was betrayed. And this time, everything was taken from her. She felt like life was a miry pit that dragged her further down the more she struggled to escape. At that tender age, she should have been happy. Instead, she stood in the shadows and watched with envy as all good things in the world passed her by. This was a fate too cruel for anyone to bear. Her pain became a breeding ground for dark thoughts. Thoughts which festered and grew into a twisted solution to her troubles. I detest the happiness of others, in all its forms alike. I will rob them of everything they hold to be good and true, and it will fill the void in my soul.
That's some
Could have made happiness for yourself, dumbass.
Now it all makes sense.
Does this story satisfy you, Linny?
Yes, it is quite to my tastes. Thank you for helping to clear up my confusion.
Huh. That's right. What drove you to write that letter, Gemma? What were you trying to achieve there?
I think Lenny wrote it.
This would have ever come to light.
She didn't write the letter.
Lenny did.
After
Or
10
Lynette.
long years, I'd hoped that the Phantom Weasel would be consigned to the history books by now. But it seems like someone still wasn't ready to let her finally be at peace. Linny. Or should I call you the Phantom Copycat now? You were the one who posted that letter outside the Opera House. But why?
Very sharp, Phantom Weasel. Still as shrewd as ever. Well, no need for me to be coy about it. Our goal was to clear Caesar's name. The most straightforward way to change the public's impression of Caesar was to force the Weasel to show themselves.
That's it? You had no other agenda?
Of course we did. We made it quite clear in the letter, I believe. I shall take from you that which you hold most dear, just as you did to me 10 years ago.
10 years ago? You mean Caesar's death? You met him? Wait. Oh, I get it. You were those two obnoxious kids. It's been so long, and you're all grown up now. I didn't recognize you. He taught you magic back then, didn't he? For what, 10 days or something? And you went to all this trouble. Why? Because you feel like you still owe him something?
We remember all our debts, however great or small. 10 years ago, Caesar's reputation was torn to shreds, and his legacy was thrown out. 10 years on, and no one cares what the truth is anymore.
Man, good people like him don't exist anymore, sadly.
But we
What a
did
freaking
not
Chad.
forget. And so we came to find you.
And? What exactly did you take from me? I'm still standing, as you can see. Lorenzo has admitted to everything. I'm free.
Free? Do you really think so? Caesar once told me that even though the world is filled with lies and falsehoods, we must find our own truth.
They actually remember that? I knew they would like care.
I think that applies
and
to
they
you
did.
too. Truth can take many forms. Prized possessions with nostalgic value, fervent hopes and dreams, and irreplaceable people. Life took many things from you, and those wounds never healed. When they ached unbearably in the dead of night, stealing became your way of numbing the pain.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that for the last 10 years, you've been living a rather uneventful life. Perhaps that's because you found something other than a life of crime to fill the hole? Back to Lorenzo for a second. He murdered his own master, played along with your act, and took pains to make sure any suspicion would be directed towards him. But what did he have to gain from all that? He knew who you were and the things you'd done, and despite that, he was willing to give everything up for your sake. He's the reason that you haven't felt the compulsion to steal in all these years. You're more than just accomplices in murder. You're the only real friends each other has. So I think you know, deep down, that he is the only truth you have in your life. But that truth is gone now, and I guarantee you, you'll never see it again.
Congratulations on your freedom, Gemma.
Your freedom will cost you dearly. From now on, you'll be all alone in a world full of lies and falsehoods. I do hope you'll be able to bear it. You've still got a long life ahead of you after all.
Gather round, one and all. The time has now come for the amazing Linny to perform his final act in tonight's show. I'm sure you're all wondering what he has planned for the grand finale. Well, wonder no more, for the answer is a death-defying high-altitude escape.
A high-altitude escape?
I'm sure you all remember the magician Caesar. This was the very trick that led to his fatal fall, after which he was dubbed the Phantom Weasel. So we have now learned that Caesar was wrongly accused, and that the real Weasel has now confessed to their crimes.
Guess that's my cue to leave. Whew. I've been practicing this one for ages now, but I'm still a little nervous. Traveler, Paimon, I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. There may be a lot of people watching tonight, but you alone are my true witnesses.
Lenny, wait. You two hid a lot from Caesar. He went to his grave without ever knowing your secrets. So what about now? Are you an open book? Or are you still the same as ever? You don't have to tell lies to end up isolated and alone. One day, you'll end up exactly where I am today. Maybe then you'll finally understand.
You're wrong. I'm nothing like you.
Yep, he is nothing like you.
So, what are we, doing now?
Like Lenny said, when you're ready,
Grab
let's
her
head outside
hand
and watch
and
the
let's
show.
watch the show with her.
What about Gemma?
She'll figure out what's best for her soon enough. Oh, and if you'd like to see Lenny after the show, you know where he'll be. The usual haunt.
Alright. Well, let's go and watch Lenny's finale then.
Grab her hand and let's
This
go.
trick's a pretty dangerous one, but
On a
he should
freaking-
be able to pull it off, right?
Pull her cheeks, she's so cute, man. Marry me. She's so adorable. Oh my god.
Magicians are not like thieves. Thieves only tear things apart. But good-hearted magicians, they put things back together.
What is my truth? Sometimes I think I'm like a gambling addict. All I care about is winning, and it doesn't matter what's at stake. By the time I come to my senses, I'm left with nothing. Oh, if I had my time again.
Magic should be mysterious, surprising, and defy logic. Magic is hard work. Every single movement has to be practiced thousands of times.
It's alright. We're used to that.
OMG. Oh my god, that's so freaking cute.
We're sorry. You've taught us so much, but we can't tell you
The
the
way
whole
she
truth.
reacted.
It's okay.
Oh
Do you
my
still
God.
remember what I told you?
Childhood Lynette.
This world is
Her
full of lies and
ears.
falsehoods.
Oh my god.
I only
she's so
hope that one
freaking
day
cute.
you can find your own truth.
What about you? Have you found your truth?
Magic is my truth. I want to perform a magic trick so great that people will always think of me when they talk about it. For a magician, what greater honor could there be?
Look! Behold! Linny is sealed inside the box. Will he manage to escape? 10 years ago, Caesar attempted this very trick, and it was at this precise moment that...
Watch out!
Hey yo, what? Lenny, my boy? Is that him falling? Nah, I think it's a puppet.
Mysterious. Surprising. And logic defying. Isn't that right? This honor belongs to you, Caesar. I'm just sorry it's a little late.
Damn.
Did you see that? 1 minute he was falling, and the next, he turned into flowers.
How could he possibly have done that?
How mysterious. I didn't blink once. He just vanished right in front of my eyes.
What a heart-stopping magic show! This was really worth the trip. Caesar's name has finally been cleared, and Fontaine's new star magician Linny has fulfilled a wish on his behalf. Oh, I couldn't ask for a better grand finale. It will make a great headline for the Steambird tomorrow, even if I do say so myself.
Whew. Looks like everyone really loved Linny's grand finale.
Sorry for talking over the quest thingy, but I'm just so freaking dead over watching Lynette looking so freaking cute and adorable, bro.
Paimon doesn't see Linny anywhere.
Oh my god.
Go.
I'm gonna marry her.
Lynette said he'd be waiting for us at
No
the
one gonna stop me,
usual
bro.
hunt. But, where is that? Oh, you mean the one where Caesar's? Yeah, that's probably it. This whole magic show kinda seemed like Linny's way of saying goodbye to Caesar. So it makes sense that that's where he'd be afterward. Alright, let's go look for him there. Are you alright? Paimon was scared to death when the chain broke. Paimon was sure something had gone horribly wrong.
Magic is a performance art. A magician has to get creative to keep the audience on tenterhooks. That's our job. So I tweaked Caesar's original setup a little to keep it fresh. I was honestly a little nervous during the live performance. The thought of falling, suddenly feeling weightless, seeing the sky and the ground spinning and spinning. Sometimes, I can't help but wonder what Caesar thought in those final moments. Did he regret taking Gemma and Lorenzo on? Or did he believe that it was his own slip-up right until the end?
You know, Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something ever since we were in Caesar's workshop. You learned magic from Caesar once, didn't you? When was that?
After I joined the House of the Hearth. To be honest, Lynette and I had an agenda when we approached him. I told you about my past before, remember? As a young boy, I survived by secretly learning magic from street performers. I'd watch their tricks and try to figure out how they were done. But I quickly realized that observation alone could only get me so far. What I saw was the polished final performance, but the rigorous training they put in behind the scenes remained invisible to me. I needed to learn how to improve my sleight of hand, hone my misdirection skills, and make niftier props. We were gifted enough that we'd made some progress by ourselves, but without proper guidance from a professional magician, we quickly plateaued.
So that's why you sought Caesar out?
Yes. We figured there was no harm in asking, but it took us by surprise that he was so willing to teach us. In all, we only spent 10 short days together, but he was very good to us. By contrast, we hid so many things from him. For instance, when he asked why I wanted to learn magic, I answered, "It's my passion." But in truth, there was already a lot more to the story by then. After being taken in by an aristocrat for our magic talent, then betrayed soon after, this was no longer about me doing what I loved. What amazed me was how the lie escaped my lips even as I was hesitating over whether to tell him the truth. Trust is a beautiful thing. Sadly, I'd forgotten how to trust by then.
Winnie.
Still worried about the way I feel? You really are a gentle soul, aren't you? But don't worry, I'm used to it now. From the mansions of the elite to the House of the Hearth, lies and selfishness have followed me and Lynette everywhere we go. After Caesar went on tour, we became busy with our missions. The next we heard of him was that he'd fallen to his death, and was now declared to be the Phantom Weasel. That night, I remembered his smile. But as I lay there, I didn't know what to say to him. To keep secrets is to put up walls. The longer you keep them up, the less you let people in. Then, one day, you look around and realize your life is like an empty auditorium after a show, full of seats once occupied by all the people who left. But I guess that's the price we have to pay. You only realize how much someone really meant to you when you lose them completely. That's why I was so confident this would hurt Gemma. Because I felt it for myself.
Yeah, cheer up, Winnie.
We won't leave, man.
We've had to say our fair share of goodbyes during our journey too.
Don't worry, man.
But whatever happens, Paimon always believes in what tomorrow brings. Delicious food, fun toys, and the traveler by my side. Paimon just needs to focus on things like this, and all the unhappy stuff goes right out the window. You know, Traveler, doesn't that kind of make you Paimon's truth?
Exactly. It's the
I
same
will be
for
the
me and Lynette.
best brother-in-law.
We are
Don't
the
worry.
truest thing each other has in the world, and nothing can replace that. Life has taken plenty from us, like it did from Gemma. But at least it left us with each other. That's what gave us the strength to get through the darkest days. That's why the darkness never consumed me and why it never will. Maybe we live in the shadows too, but we remember every precious ray of light that shines through. All right, time to lighten this conversation up a little. What did you think of the show tonight? Were you happy with it?
It was amazing! Paimon just wishes we hadn't been so distracted with the Gemma situation. We spent most of our time in the Opera House just talking and pretty much missed the entire first half of the show. Lenny, could you do just one more trick for us?
Whoa, that's a bit of a tall order, I'm afraid. The show's just finished, so my sleeves are decidedly card-free right now.
Aw, come on! Surely you can think of something. The Lenny Paimon knows can do anything if he puts his mind to it.
Oh, all right then. I'll give it a go, but only because it's you. Watch closely. I have a flower in my hand.
You liar! There's nothing in your hand! We ain't going along with this!
Huh? My goodness, you're right. But I could have sworn I brought one here with me. Okay, try this. Count down with me. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Now, have another look around. Maybe the flowers appeared somewhere else.
Really? Let's see. Wow, there it is! Oh, this is a different flower from the last time, right? This one's called, oh yeah, a rainbow rose. But more importantly, Paimon has to know how the trick is done. Please, Lenny, pretty please!
Well, if you want to learn magic, you'll have to start by addressing me as teacher.
Fine. Please, teacher, please!
Since you asked
Damn,
so
I never
nicely,
thought Paimon would
I'll
do
share
this.
one little tip with you.
Call him
Namely,
teacher.
the student of magic cannot solely rely on others being prepared to reveal their secrets. You have to observe, think, and find the answers for yourself.
Is that it?
Look at the time. We shouldn't linger here too long. Thanks again for coming to see my show. I bid you both good night. I look forward to seeing you again.
All right, fine. See ya. Shall we head back now, too? Oh, Paimon can't wait to read The Steambird tomorrow. Paimon bets Lenny and Caesar will be plastered all over it. Let's head to the Steambird's offices tomorrow morning and see what we can find out.
Oh my god, I actually have enough for one intercoin fake. Let's go. That should be enough. Yes, let's go. Okay. Let's make a wish while we're in Fountain and see if we get Farina or not. Let's go. Come on, come on. Let's go! We finally got her! Hey yo, let's go! Got Farina. Farina has came home. Let's go, man. The little cutie is home. Let's go. I forgot. Oh, there it is. My little cute princess is home. Let's see go. She's so freaking cute, bruh.
Why are you just standing there with your mouth gaping? Ah, you must be stunned and at a loss for words. Understandable. It is I, after all, Fontaine's most beloved star, Farina. I'm on a very tight schedule, so you're lucky to even get an appointment with me.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Time to get her into the party.
I knew you'd miss me.
Yep, I miss you. And yeah, as you can see, she is not an Archon. Archons have these special surrounding effects. She doesn't have one, sadly. Even though she can walk on water, but she still doesn't have one. So yeah, but still I got her the cutest girl. Oh my gosh, she's so freaking cute. Also, let's give her this fancy weapon. I'm gonna give her Mona's artifact for now. I will build her later.
I'm really not accustomed to using a vision. Oh, why don't you teach me?
I will teach you, my queen. Sit on my lap while I teach you. She loves that unicorn a lot. Oh, wow, they added a new effect for level up.
Just rely on the ocean's self-cleaning ability.
Why does she have to moan every single time she changes her form? Lol.
We cannot just rely on the ocean's self-sustaining ability.
The show begins!
I'm very sorry, Charlotte, but my sister and I are quite busy today. I'm afraid we'll have to decline this interview.
Oh, please, Linny, I'll only take a moment of your time, if you would be so kind.
Huh? What's happening here?
I spent all night writing my piece about the Phantom Weasel, and it was going to go to print this morning. But just as dawn broke, I suddenly received news that Caesar's fiancée, Gemma, had contacted the guards and confessed to having been the real Phantom Weasel all along.
That was quick.
Too late, bro.
Lol.
That was quick, you say? It sounds like I've got some catching
I like
up to
how
do.
Lynette already
Fill me in.
realizes.
Aha! My instincts did not lead me astray. You do have something to hide. Gemma turning herself in must have something to do with Linny's performance last night.
Maybe watching my high-altitude escape trick reminded her of a better time with Caesar, and she could no longer ignore the voice of her conscience.
If you let me pet you, I will tell you
then.
everything.
Wait, no, there must be more to it. If that's all it took for her to have a change of heart, how did it take her 10 whole years?
Well...
Oh, I remember now! You and Gemma were nowhere to be found after the show. What happened between you? Quickfire question! Where did you all go after the show?
Oh, we went to the cemetery and Linny did a private magic trick just for us. Actually, glad you mentioned it, because that reminds Paimon, guess what? Linny started using rainbow roses in his tricks.
Oh man.
I don't recall ever having received a rainbow rose from you myself. Is that supposed to mean that they're more important to you than your
Oh
own
my
sister?
God.
No, I just,
What the...
Don't worry, Lynette.
Oh, did
I will
not
give
say
you.
something wrong again?
I will give you a special
This is
rose.
getting pretty awkward.
Well, not
What do we do,
rose
Traveler?
from something
Seems like
else.
this interview wasn't meant to be. Well, never mind. There's always next time. Forgive my persistence, but when there's explosive news waiting to be found, I can't turn away. The news about Gemma has already made waves, and I'll stop at nothing to get to the bottom of it all. Apparently, one of the things she said to the guards was that her final wish is to see Lorenzo one last time. Ah, there's clearly a web of complicated relationships there. Can't blame me for being curious. All right, I guess I'll leave you to continue the rest of your conversation in peace. Bye for now.
Lynette? Paimon didn't mean to...
Don't worry, I wasn't angry. I was just trying to distract her.
Oh, really? Oh, thank goodness. You scared Paimon there.
Lol.
you and me both,
She's
Paimon.
pretty.
You and me
I'm
both.
pretty sure she is.
At least it did the job, right?
Oh my God. You wasn't really scared. I'm pretty sure she is really sad about that. But don't worry, I will shower you with flowers around entire Tovat. Don't worry. You're my princess.
Please, take good care of that rainbow rose. I'd be really upset if you lost it.
You got it, queen.
Should be fine. I'm sure it'll get resolved.
Shower me with praise!
I don't think I would have to really spend that. I thought I already got my 60 primo and I won't get it again, lol. Well, anyway, so let's check if Farina like damages herself to the point my characters in my party die. Let's find that out. If she doesn't like kill my Hutao, then I will keep her. And if she does kill my Hutao, then I will just build a party around her later on. She can do very well with Nahida. Oh my god, her climbing voice. Okay, so she doesn't take my entire party members. Well, Hutao's HP down once he's like at 2k. But the thing is, my Zhongli shield might be a problem, you know, because that shield is based on his HP. So if it reduces my shield's like strength, then that's gonna be a problem. So let's test that out by taking some damage and see how much it affects.
You shouldn't see me like.
Oh wow, that was a lot of damage. Well, anyways, the pyro thing, the cryo thing is here, so let's go attack that and find out, shall we?
Stabilize!
There is no escape!
Okay, so I think my shield shouldn't break. Yeah, I think it's strong enough. Yep, it is.
Shine down! Time to go!
Order guide you!
Illusion shattered!
Let my name echo in song!
Toss over!
May I present?
So her healing literally stays around until she literally like recharges. Wow, Farina is completely broken. it stays even longer. Wow. Well, time to check the strength of the shield to its maximum potential. Let's fight against Child and see if my Zhongli can withstand the whale attack to begin with. First, I'ma go heal up.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle. Passable effort. Poor timing. How unbecoming.
So let's get him to spawn that whale, shall we?
Solidify!
So quick to flee. Cowering already.
Gather!
So Zhongli can take 2 of his air attacks, okay?
Try this. So quick to flee. A clear shot.
Stabilize.
Whale attack taken
Careful now.
without any problem. I got it. Let's play.
Try this.
Let's get my Zhongli very low and let's see what happens.
Quake!
I'm feeling a little off.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle.
Stabilize!
How unbecoming.
So I can actually take 2 of his attacks without any problem. So Zhongli is not bound by how much HP he has left. Why the fuck did I just heal my Zhongli? Anyways, I can just get him low if I know how to manage it properly. But yeah. So why is he getting healed?
I see your power.
Cowering already?
Okay, get me low, but
Barely
not
even bedrock can be turned to
too much low. Oh man, 40-second cooldown. Really, child? Anyways,
this.
I kinda messed up. It's fine though, his attacks is very easy to dodge.
So quick to flee. Try this.
Man, I think your master would be pretty mad at you if she knew you play like this.
You're wide open. Passable effort. A clear shot.
Solidify.
Not bad.
It is confirmed. Let's go. Farina can stay in my team.
There is no escape.
Shower me with praise!
Gala, you shouldn't see me like this.
Ouch, wait. How did he kill me? Wait, he killed me with my shield up? What? Nice. So there's a bug in this game.
Poor timing. You've made some progress. Not bad. You've got a trick or two.
Break! The show begins!
All you do is run.
Insolent. Inazuma shines eternal.
Has your luck?
The mortal plane of fleeting.
Hold up. Let me come back for child in a moment. I think he's getting too egoistic of himself. Let me show him who's the boss. Hold up. So with Farina being on my team, I will always have to be on edge, which is something I do not like. So let's say Farina drained my character to 2k HP, all of them, because I won't be using
This
her
opportunity is
heal
quite
a
hard
lot.
to come by. Well then,
So my
Surrender
jungle
is a
shield
valid
breaks
option.
and whichever
I
character I
promise
have
I'll be
on
gentle.
field will literally die within a second. So yeah, I'll have to be on edge every single time. It's gonna be a pain. You see?
Solidify.
Illusion shattered.
Not bad, not bad, not bad. You've got a trick or two. No use hiding the shine.
This isn't good!
Has the luck run out?
Man, I love this transformation. Yeah, it's not preloaded. Wow. I'm surprised.
So, don't you dare disappoint me. Foul legacy, the devouring deep.
world is so freaking cool.
Stabilize.
Shower me with praise! There is no escape!
Gather.
Shine down! Yoo-hoo! God's over!
Some you win.
78k.
Some you lose.
Nice.
State your business here.
How brilliant!
The Golden House is sacrosanct. None may go in and out as they please.
None may enter without good cause.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
State your business here.
None may enter without good cause.
Every journey has its final day.
It's pouring out here! Wait, the water levels aren't rising, are they?
Oh my god, it's over. She's still scared about that. Nah.
Wow, this would be the perfect location for shooting a film. It's pouring out here!
I like the fact her outfit changes entirely when she changes her form.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you. Boring! Isn't there anything else more interesting to do? Wow, this would be the perfect location for shooting a film. The sun feels almost as hot as those studio lights I'm in front of all the time. Good thing there can only be one sun. Listen, there is a disturbing growling in the wind. That's the sound of a long-forgotten sea monster having a nightmare. Huh? Why is it having a nightmare? I don't know. Because fear has to manifest itself somehow? What a wild and desolate sight! Allow me to grant you the blessing of water. Good morning. Oh, must I really get up this early? Just let me sleep a little longer.
Oh my god. This voice line is killing me.
Good afternoon. Where's my cake? What? I just had cake for breakfast? Oh, well, I think it's been long enough. Good evening. Mademoiselle Crabelita has been muttering about getting in shape lately, and even said that she wanted to drag me along with her. I'm already eating much healthier than last month. I work very hard to maintain my figure. Hey, you can tell, can't you? I'm getting sleepy myself. See you tomorrow. Remember to wake me up on time.
The last part, the way her voice changes killed me.
Who are these people at the tea party? Why, they are my loyal followers, of course. All right, I suppose I'll introduce them to you. This is Mademoiselle Crabeletta, my most adorable maid, although she accidentally cuts my outfits from time to time. This is Surintendant Chevalmaron, my reliable housekeeper who keeps my busy life in order. And finally, the one keeping everybody in line is Gentilhomme Usher, my loyal conférencier. I may have allowed you to participate in my tea party, but you'll still need to work hard to gain their approval. Given that we know each other, you may relax a little and needn't act so respectfully in my presence. Wait, what's that expression on your face? Don't tell me that you've never respected me from the very beginning.
Oh my god. She literally about to have a breakdown just realizing that now? Bruh. I see you as the same level as me. Okay?
Fontaine's Opera House has seen several reforms, and with each reform, opposition was to be expected. As I remember, crowds would often gather in the Opera House making a ruckus. Then, one time, it became so loud my ears were ringing. I frightened them by stating, "I forbid anyone from discussing such pointless matters." I clearly remember Nerilette tapping his cane on the ground at that precise moment, while the whole place immediately fell silent. Sometimes I can't help but inadvertently show my intimidating side. I hope my people understand. I really like the Lumitoile. Those creatures can glow and shine in even places where no one sees them. That's what I call a true star. If only there were an opera about the Lumitoile, then I could literally play the role of a lovely rogue starfish on stage. You're interested in hearing about me? I suppose there's no helping that. After all, I was once the biggest celebrity of all Fontaine. Every day, countless journalists would come flocking around me, trying to get the inside scoop on my personal life. So I have loads of experience rejecting them. Of course, I don't intend to use this experience on you. With the right delicacies, I might be willing to exchange some of my secrets. The Queen's Crown still doesn't have a sequel yet? Pity. A classic like that, where justice overcomes evil, never gets old. What sauce should I pick for my macaroni tonight? No complains about exquisite confectionaries, but it'll take a lot of effort to make some that I like. Listen carefully. Desserts are like operas. Everything from choosing the characters to imagining the setting requires a lot of effort in order to make the final performance a hit. Simply put, I detest most of those creative dishes. I have tasted many wonderful dishes throughout the years which did nothing but leave me with some moments that I never want to look back on. Oh, what a rich aroma and delicate texture! Oh, I didn't expect you to be such an accomplished cook, with a refined taste as well. Too ordinary. Such an uninspired dish will never have my approval. Ugh. Is this what you usually eat? Seems I'll have to share some of my macaroni with you.
If you make them, sure I will take it.
Happy birthday! Here, please take this ticket as your gift. It's a VIP seat to see Happy Day. Just don't forget to show up to the performance. What's Happy Day? Well, I wanted to keep it a surprise, but it's an opera that I've rehearsed personally. It's about a big group of people that gather together to celebrate a certain very important person. You understand now, right? Just don't forget to come.
Just don't forget to come. Man, that line is so messed up nowadays.
I'm really not accustomed to using a vision.
Man, friendship level
don't you
6.
teach me?
Come on.
I nearly forgot. You've never used a vision either.
Interesting. It would have been interesting, like if she had about Zhongli, Nahida, Raiden and stuff. Since she lived for 500 years, she should like at least have something to say about them. Or not, I guess. It would have been interesting to seeing her react to our experiences with the other archons. Climax? Oh my god, my head is messed up. I'm so sorry.
Shower me with praise. Strike a pose. Yoo-hoo! The show begins. How brilliant! May I present? Let the world come alive. Time to shine. Let my name echo in song. Ooh, what a pleasant surprise. Truly an extra slice of joy. Take it. Go on. You have my approval. Oh, splendid! More interesting trinkets for me. Let's call a ceasefire. This is trouble. Someone help me! Witness my power! My turn to take the spotlight. Am I free?
Why are you always free?
I still couldn't do it. Don't look at me like this. How dare you! Stop that! I knew you'd miss me. I have high hopes for this journey. Witness my magnificence!
She's so adorable, bruh.
State your business.
State your business here.
Let's see how does my Farina do in low level players world.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered.
Anything but Farina mats, lol.
If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
I guess I'ma just grind for her later, and or I'm gonna grind for her offline. Then we'll play story mode, character quest after I get the keys and stuff.
Boring.
Because I'm literally bored right now.
Anything else more interesting to do?
So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all enjoyed the stream. Please like and subscribe and join my Discord server, and stay tuned for more uploads, and see you on my next stream. Stay safe, love you all, bye guys.